Hey everybody, long time no see. It's Mr. Florida Flipper out here in the garage, and we're going to go ahead and pick some orders. For any of you guys new that are just joining the channel, I am a Central Florida based reseller, and we are trying to resell our way into a full-time career. So let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, so we are going to grab one of our first orders of the day. We have this Pokemon card. I've been getting into the Pokemon card game. I used to do it back in 2020, and obviously when I was a youngin', I would collect Pokemon cards. But recently I started going ahead and grading these. So I took this into GameStop to get graded. I used them. They charged $19.99. We lost money on this one, so this is an order you should not do. Basically, I could have sold it more ungraded, but because of the grade I got a 7, if you can see that on there. Sorry for the ring light there, but I got a 7, so not good enough to sell. I was hoping to sell it for around 40 bucks, 50 bucks if it came back at 10. But these are some older cards that I came across in a lot that I got off Whatnot a while back, but I've been getting them graded and selling them. Most of them I feel like I break even on, or I make a little money. To me, it's just fun to go get them graded. It's kind of the fun to see if I can get that 10. So yeah, and then I took some other cards. These are old vending machine cards. This one got a 7 as well, and this one sold for $35, free shipping, and this one sold, I believe, for $13.50 with shipping, I think. Like total, I think it was $6 shipping and $9.50. I did a bid for it. I could have cracked it and maybe got $20 or $30, but in all honesty, I was just wanting them to have it the way it came. You know, I didn't want to crack it and do that. I lost a little bit of money, but overall, I've made a lot on it. I sold a Charizard graded card that was like a 4 or something for like $100. So I'm already up on the whole collection. I think I spent about $100 to get about 18 cards graded. So these two went out, and this one was $35, and this one was for, like I said, $13.50. Let's go ahead and grab that other order. Now, before we go ahead and grab that order, I just wanted to say welcome back, guys. We are going to try to do one video a week and make this happen. I want this to be a journey with you guys on my way to becoming a full-time reseller. Since you guys have last watched, or if you've never watched, just a little background, I have some content on my channel that's older. I think it's almost been a year since my last video. Don't really remember, but go check them out. There's still good info in there. But I recently got into storage units. So the next time I buy a storage unit, I'm gonna bring you guys with me so you can see what we find. So it should be a great time. This is my garage. This is where most of my reselling happens. I've downsized tremendously since my previous videos, if you watched them. I had over 500 items in my store, and now I'm down to around 200, 220. And I do like that better. I would like to increase my volume a little bit, maybe get 400 items. But I want higher quality. That was my goal, was moving forward. I wanted to get into more higher quality items rather than the cheaper $10, $15 items, especially with the shipping prices now. Shipping is getting very expensive. I wish it's something that my customers would understand, is that these things cost money to ship. Basically, if you're sending anything, the cheapest price you can pay is about $5 now for a USPS Ground Advantage. So $5 automatically is coming out of your profit. Whenever I try to calculate how much I'm going to make on an item, I take about 20% off of whatever I think I'm going to sell it, because that includes eBay fees and shipping, tax, and that kind of thing. So automatically, whatever you buy it for, 20% take off the top. So if you sell it for $10, 20% of that is $2, and then whatever you bought it for. So if you spent $2 on it at Goodwill, plus $2, that's $4 out of 10. You're only going to make $6. So just go ahead and think about that when you're buying items. Just do 20%. Always go above, in my opinion. Estimate your eBay fees and your shipping higher than what you think it's actually going to be. That way you're surprised when you make more than you did. But let's go ahead and grab that last item. Now, this was a kind of consignment deal that I had. So my aunt gave me these purses. They're genuine alligator leather purses by a local person. So this person is based out of Sebring, Florida, and they make these purses. These are from years ago. She said she got them from an ex, and she said that they paid a good amount of money, sorry about that, for these purses, but she no longer wanted them because of the attachment of the old ex-boyfriend, husband, whatever it was. But these are really nice bags. Now, it was almost impossible for me to price them because none have ever sold on eBay. I couldn't really find that much information online. I found the person that makes them, their website, but there wasn't really any information about pricing. She said she spent, or her ex spent, a couple $100, like $400 or $500 on these. I had a black one that I already sold for, I think it was $100. I think I ended up making $81. That's all I really remember. So I don't really remember what the starting price was, but I sold it for, I made $81 after shipping and fees. This one came with a clutch as well, a matching clutch. Nice, like I said, good quality. I mean, totally nice leather, alligator skin, purse, no imperfections. But like I said, I struggled to price them. So when I was doing my research, I kind of just looked at what alligator handbags were going for and based my price there. And since I was doing this for my aunt, I wanted to make sure I priced it higher and I could always come down. That's something good to keep in mind. You can always come down in price. You can never go back up. Once it's sold, it's sold. So I think I started this one at $150. Yeah, I had it listed for $150. It sat for about 3 months. She gave me these before Thanksgiving, and it is now February. So they definitely sat for a while. Somebody offered me $90. I countered back at $125, and they accepted. Funnily enough, it was the same person that bought the black purse. She said that she was so thrilled with the black one, she wanted to have the matching brown one. So yeah, we made $125 on that sale, but I am giving $100 of that sale to my aunt because, you know, it's your family. Normally I would take 50% of the total amount after fees, but since it's family, I am giving her $100, and I might make $1 or $2 on this, but still goes towards my sales. Nice little bag. Definitely take it. But yes, I am going to, like I said, try to do at least one video a week, preferably more. I want to give this a chance. I think I can make this work. I think I do have good picking skills, and I am learning every day. I want you guys to learn with me. If you watch my older videos, you'll see that I want to make the mistakes so you don't have to, because I have made many of them throughout my time reselling. And I just want you guys to be able to see us go together, grow together, and really just make this a full-time job. That's my dream. 9 to 5 grind in the corporate world isn't for me, that's for sure. But we are going to go ahead and move on to our next item. So as we go through this journey, let me know in the comments what you think I should improve, what I can do, and even it might not be something reselling related, maybe something that I can do to make the content better for you guys. I know I don't have the best backdrop here. If you look over here, I have a pile of boxes, and then in the corner I have more shirts and eBay stuff, but I can maybe set up the camera somewhere else or do something different, but I'm kind of wanting to keep it focused here so we can go through the items together. I don't have to move it around too much. But let me know in the comments what I can improve on, anything I can do to make this better channel, better viewing for you guys. Let me know. I am down to get criticized, to get improvement. Last thing I'll say before I leave you guys today is make sure and continue to follow and subscribe to me so you can see that storage unit content. The next time I go out, I will show you guys what we found. And in my next video, maybe I'll show you guys some of the items we found on the last two, and I'll kind of go over the experience of buying my first storage unit. So I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.